welcome back to the Natural 1's TTRPG channel. This episode is part of our Fantasy Top role-playing game campaign, and our players for this session are Agnes as Lila, Andrew as Fimble, Kelly as Braun, and Travis as Soulstar. Now, as a reminder, we do dabble in adult themes and language on this channel, so viewer discretion is advised. And I'm your host and DM, Larry Viscara. Welcome back to the channel. It's been a great winter's break. We took some time off to focus on family and friends, and now we've got our new multicam setup for our YouTube channels when we go back to edit our live streams with a speaker view, group view, and a group with map view. So longer time to process edits. We also have new artwork from Necrogaylia on Instagram. Go show them some love. They did our portraits for our main 4 characters, and I think they did a bang-up job. So that'll be incorporated into our YouTube and live streams. And, well, we're going to have Andrew do the recap for it today. I'll see you back at the end of the session for a regular outro. Peace.
I don't have notes, but I definitely have the vaguest notion of everything that went down. So
that's more than what I got.
Everyone can chime in and help out. I will as well.
So when we last left our heroes,
Is that what we're calling them now?
I don't think it's the right word exactly, but when we last left them, let's see. I'll start with Fimble because that's fresh in my head. That's me. Fimble found or was introduced to a mysterious monk figure who proceeded to train them how to better fight with their pole arm, and alluded to maybe teaching them some, monk stuff. And on their way back to the bar, they were suddenly transported to the Feywild and had a vision of the mother who proceeded to taunt them until they found a way to escape. They got back and found themselves alone in the bar and then proceeded to drink the night away. Soulstar had a run-in with his deadbeat dad.
It's all coming back to me, yeah.
Yep. Had a mixed bag of luck at the gambling tables.
You win some, you lose some.
Yeah, ultimately came out on top, but found out there are some interesting things in store for them if we end up in Avalon. I believe that was the notion.
Yeah.
And then our lovely little dwarven friend, I use little in the loosest of terms, had a series of haunting flashbacks that showed them glimpses of their past. There was a gladiatorial uprising and seemingly unrelated battle that may have come before that. And that was where their injury may have been sustained. I can't remember for the life of me what happened in the library.
Went to the library, right?
Yeah, I went to the library and found out that the church or the monastery that I had joined has kind of been forced.
Joined is a loose term. You're sort of.
Yeah, exactly. Has been forced into kind of their to work for them, have been disappearing. Anybody with holy-esque abilities, whether it be clerics or paladins, have been recruited. Forcibly recruited and then somehow disappearing, and the theory is that they're being experimented on in some way, or at least that's what I think the person I spoke with, the head librarian, was talking to me
Harvest.
about. Yeah, Lady
Like
Arvis.
Jarvis, but missing a J.
Mm-hmm.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but we all leveled up too, right?
Yep, you're all at level 5.
Okay, sweet. Cool. What do I get? Uncanny dodge.
Uncanny
I can't
dodge.
remember if I did all of my stuff for level 5. Let me check. I think I did.
Oh, I can do Misty Step as a bonus action. I love it.
Yeah, I did. Because the only thing I got was my at 5th level when I do turn undead and an undead fails, it is destroyed.
But you can turn undead now?
I was able to do it before, but now it's even more powerful.
I was misinterpreting it intentionally.
Okay.
Morph into a zombie.
Well, if you can turn into a vampire, why can't you turn into a zombie?
Right.
Like a zombie disguise kit.
Yeah, it's like summon elemental, but on you.
The elemental possesses your body. That's a nice term. That's cool. That's cool.
Right?
Thanks for the ideas. No.
No.
But Lila, you also learned how to use your magic and to make holy water
Yes.
as well. And I think we've left off with Braun late at night, or that was the last where we were at.
Bless you.
Something like- I just remember repeated flashbacks vaguely, and then passing out, splitting headache. So
Yeah.
par.
All right. Well, we're gonna start off bright and early in the morning. Where do you guys want to be?
I think most of us passed out back at the bar.
I'm back in my room.
I'll
Yeah.
probably be sleeping in, yeah.
The 3 Bs: breakfast, bitches, and booze.
Can we change breakfast to brunch? It was a very long night.
Brunch, bitches, booze. Yeah. It's a rotating sign. The 3 Bs can really just be whatever you want them to be.
Exactly.
Braun certainly doesn't keep track of it.
Well, yeah. All right. And Thimble, where do you want to be at?
Under the bar.
Under the all right.
Pass that
On
on
the
there.
server side or
Yeah.
the fuel side?
The dining side.
Dining side. Alrighty. All right. So you hear a bunch of clatter in the kitchen, and you feel a foot kick you in the shin as Tender is organizing and getting ready for their day. What are you doing down there?
Well, I was sleeping.
Not anymore. Get your ass out of here. I got a job to do.
Right. Get up and dust myself off. I pick a piece of what might have been food at some point off and flick it away.
I think I saw your friends down at the other end of the hall. You should probably go check it out, but you got a room. You don't need to sleep under the counter.
Oh. Okay. And I just kind of walk away.
All right.
This is my first time being hungover. So,
All right. And Braun, where are you at?
I guess standing in the hallway, just coming out of the room, just heard the bartender kind of almost kick someone out. Thought I might be needed. Instead, I see our forest friend. Does he have a garter hanging off his antlers?
no.
No. All right.
No one played that game with them last
He was
night.
hiding
So.
last night. Yeah.
So I guess I'll just take him by the shoulder and say, it's okay if you need to go back to bed, but the food's this way if you think that's a better idea. How are you feeling this morning?
Food is nice.
Okay.
Food is nice. I like that.
I guess I'll try to guide him towards a corner table. Give him one of the buffet plates, or I don't know how they serve.
Constitution.
Yep.
Okay. It's going to be +0. 12.
All right. You got the mouth sweats, so you feel like you have to throw up, but you're not throwing up yet.
Yeah, don't puke on the dwarf. Not the way you want to start this.
Yeah. And Lila, you're back in your room, right?
Yeah, I'd be starting the morning by going down for breakfast and sitting with a pot of tea at like a random table, probably watching the exchange.
Do that. You get up out of your bed and you see your little fox friend sitting next to an open window.
I look at him and go, "Are you hungry as well?"
It's pining a little bit and goes in a circle and then sort of hops out the window and onto a ledge, and then his head pokes out the window and then out and then in and then out.
I follow him.
And he leads up, following the rail, and then goes along the shingles and up to the top of the restaurant. It's a pretty flat roof area. There's even actually a poker table on the top, some empty bottles around. But the wolf sort of sits down and sets its paw up and looks out ahead. And you can see a smoke trail coming out of a forest. Looks like maybe like 20, 30 miles away. But you can see
like a forest fire smoke, or just like a chimney smoke?
Like forest fire smoke.
I will go back down the roof into my room and run down to the main part of the tavern and be like, there's a forest fire nearby. Don't know if we want to go take care of that.
You see some white
but it might reach
you, but they're all a little busy.
That might come close to the town more than we would like. And I start heading out the door.
All right. Again, no one's really paying any mind. People are more worried about their jobs. Actually,
I order our breakfast beers to go. Full mug on the counter and be like, I maybe have to leave. Okay. Quick order stuff. Making like a breakfast sandwich, just stacking and grab.
And one of the workers that passes by Lila, and she goes, "You're one of the 4, right? I think Barley's looking for you. You should probably head to the cellar."
I run down there and knock on his door.
All right, yeah. Hear him walk up to the door. What's going on? What's going on? What's this racket about?
There's a forest fire near the town. We might want to take care of that if we don't want this entire place to burn.
All right. Well, that's a little thing that I was going to talk to y'all about. We're in no imminent danger. We're still trying to figure that situation out. But I do like your initiative in bringing that information to me. Definitely going to be helpful in the future. But you should probably go get your friends. I got a meeting. We got to go over everything that happened with the mayor and how we're going to play it. Because some people are mad, some people are happy. Some people are looking to capitalize on the situation, and I can use some guidance of my own and maybe help get some help from you as well. So
Okay.
give it a little take.
Well, then I'll wait for everybody to wake up then, and kind of just hang out in the lobby, I guess.
All right. In the lobby area, there is a server walks by. It's like, I think I saw your friends eating food down in the mess hall.
Thanks. I turn and head that way.
Okay. And Braun, Soulstar, Fimble, actually Soulstar, where are you at? Sorry.
I'd be sleeping in, so I'd probably wake up right about now and kind of just like stumble down the stairs, find where everyone's having some grub, start digging in.
As you come down the stairs, you see Braun trying to. He has his hand on Fimble's hip, and because he's short and he can't really put your hand on his shoulders. Tight and all. But he's sort of he's guiding Fimble to in a direction, and you pick up the scent of food, and they seem to be going in the same direction. So you're about 10 feet behind them, but you're following behind them.
Good deal. Yeah, I'll just follow the food.
All right.
That's
so
the only thing on my mind right now.
Yeah. They're at the table, and you're munching on whatever you want to eat, type of deal. Whatever you think your character wants for breakfast, that they can make.
Kind of a continental breakfast, kind of dad.
If you want like a bagel and schmear.
Schmear.
Schmear. I'm literally eating a banana and some granola right now, so that is as continental as it gets.
Yep. He's about right for Fimble's diet too. The banana.
No, Fimble's opportunistic carnivore.
So you're all enjoying your food. Lila comes in the room and she can see everybody sort of going at their breakfast.
The opposite of the initiative that Barley just mentioned.
Oh, what? I was gonna mention. So there is a fire outside of town, but apparently it's not really at risk right now. So we're kind of waiting on where to go from here.
Okay.
Another round of beers.
Yeah.
Another sausage sandwich. Really?
Oh, I already forgot his name. That's what I will have to look at my notes. Because I want to call him Braun, but I know it's not Braun. It's
Barley.
Barley. Gosh darn it. Barley told us.
Yeah.
Or told me.
Barley owns a bar.
Barley.
Here.
Yep. B names.
Yeah.
They're tough.
Squish, squish, squish.
All right. So about 15 minutes later, everybody's done gorging on their drink and their food. And
Squish.
one of Barley's aides comes out and he's like, Mr. Barley would like to see you now. Sort of gestures and for you to make your way to the room or the attic, the secret room that you've been to a couple of times so far.
Right. Braun's gonna lag like 2 seconds behind and just get a burlap sack and throw some bread and pocket bacon and just random shit in there. Yeah.
Good call.
Yeah, the way it's been going lately, I mean, last time we went to a meeting, I was almost killed. So, yeah.
Bring a snack.
Yeah, bringing a snack, a sack lunch, maybe a bottle of bourbon.
Roll a sleight of hand check for me. See how much you can get.
Sleight of hand. I fucking work here, man.
Yeah, well, you're still like.
This can't be atypical. Okay. 9 plus 1. So 10. I rolled a 10.
You get like a couple loaves of bread. You saw like a big plate of mashed potatoes and another big bowl of gravy.
Oh no, no. No. Bread and pocket bacon was the goal.
Wrap it. You wrap them really nice and tight with like a.
I wrap the gravy nice and tight.
Fantasy cling wrap.
Like dinner table.
Whip it on some blocks.
So you shake it a little bit so you just make sure like no gravy is popping out. Bag.
All right, good enough.
Oh man.
And you make your way down to the crypt. Sensing your presence, Barley opens up the doors like, glad to meet y'all. Please come in, take a seat. This shouldn't take too much time. Just a little rundown of social politics in the city now that we have no mayor. All right. Everybody settled in?
Uh-huh.
All right, cool. So, mayor gone. We've got people trying to vie for power, and a number of us want to set up a council. We think that's the best interest to go with, having multiple representatives, especially for the different communities that lie in the city. We saw what happened with one jackass in the lead. Probably not a good thing to do the same thing again. But I've got my wheels going on that end of forming council, a good stock of people. We're gathering intel on some people that may be acting in bad faith, but that's something we can handle with tomorrow, maybe. Lila probably mentioned to you already that we have noticed that there's been a forest fire about 20 miles out to the east. We have sent scouts to try to figure out why this, just how big this fire is and just how quickly it's spreading. So far, we've heard nothing back, which is not good. But the strange thing is, it's been 2 days and it doesn't seem like to have come any closer. The smoke just seems stagnant. That's the only thing we've gathered. That hasn't gotten bigger or gotten smaller. It's just been constant, which is very unnatural for a forest fire. You'd think that would spread. So I sent off another set of scouts, and hopefully within the next couple of days we'll get a word back. But other than that, I need to make a play, a show of trust for this town, for the city, and I need your help in finding out whatever has happened to that church, that temple, that haunted temple. I've already set it out in excavation, and we set out burrowing down underground to find the tunnels that we were able to locate through seismic tests in the area while you guys were gone with the mayor for 2 days, which was weird. But if you could do this for me, this would go a long way into garnishing favor from certain people in the city, and hopefully sway them to back mine and some friends' plans to, sort of lead the city and protect it. We don't need another weird ghost form that likes gaudy bullshit ruling our city. But anyways, that's pretty much it. I do want to go ahead and let you know that your carriage has been repaired. Your flora and fauna, they have gone, unfortunately. But we got a couple steeds in their place. I don't know how you were able to tame those deer, but that's interesting. It's very interesting. Never seen that before.
Creative ingenuity.
It would have to be. Anyway, so we have your carriage set up. I know some of you expressed interest on heading towards Avalon. So a carriage would definitely help you get there the fastest. I don't know how, or if you will need a driver to tag along, but that can be arranged.
I feel like a driver might just be collateral at this point.
Well, do you know how to drive a carriage?
I mean, my animal handling's at +5, so I think we're okay.
I don't know what that means. If that's good with animals, then yes. +5. But yeah, again, if you go back to the Smith and Armor shop, if you want to gear up, we're not sure what to expect. It is a crypt, so I would assume undead demon bullshit.
Lovely.
Something that can throw a curse on a building that no one can technically enter from the outside. So, with an underground crypt. Burial ground, which is even stranger.
So you want to dig up a new mayor. Gotcha.
Not quite. Possibly a new committee of mayors. I don't know. But you get me. Anyways, everything's on the house, food, whatever you buy at the shop. And you do this for me, there's a world treasure that lies ahead of you.
Sounds
I like that.
interesting.
But whenever you want to head to the church, just come back to let me know, and I'll let the crew know that you're on your way. Gets up to the table, and the servant comes out and comes in and opens the door and sort of gestures for you to exit.
Pick up-
Go ahead.
Throw it over my shoulder.
Making my way.
Right back upstairs and tell him, well, Barley said it's on him, and just start emptying the buffet. I, for one, like
there's a guy like a turkey leg looking, and like it's just his plate in one hand is just tilts and starts dropping on the ground because he's more focused on what you're doing and just throwing food in the bag.
Yep. It's an all-you-can-eat to-go buffet. All-you-can-eat takeout. Changing the fucking rules. I, for one, would like to hit the blacksmith shop. I need another hand axe at least.
Mhm.
Maybe find something for killing, what did Barley say? Undead and shit?
Demon bullshit.
Demons and shit. Bullshit. Go see if they have any bullshit cutters.
Something's got a curse or something on that church, so it's got to be something crazy. I mean, even above board, we know it's got to be something crazy. It's not going to be like a kitten with stuck in a tree. that.
I mean, that's
like
crazy.
Yeah.
So just
What
to
are you doing up there?
For the witch that lives
Doing up there.
in the church. No.
yeah, so the crypt underneath is causing the church to be inaccessible. Is that?
No one's been able to get into the church via on ground, and they found with Barley and Jarvis found an old sort of etching of like that area, and there's a lot of caverns and sort of like caves and routes, like underground passageways. And so Barley set out a team to basically dig down and try to burrow to get into those tunnels, hopefully to, go through and actually figure out what's up with the church.
Okay.
They tried to burn it down, didn't work. They tried to demolish it, that didn't work. And it's just, as the mayor said, it was an eyesore or whatever. So.
Okay.
But, at night, the random hauntings of, people screaming at night, green light pouring out of the windows.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
Another meeting.
Maybe they just want to talk.
Sure.
All they ever want to do, but they never say anything nice.
That's why nobody wants to talk to them.
So.
Yeah, I'd be interested in picking up some weapons that could do some damage.
Yeah.
To the undead.
Like weapons or armor, whatever you need. You start making, before you make your way through the crowds. It's a busy day. You see people gave up sort of dragging the lake for treasure. A lot of people starting to get a nasty itching rash and sort of I'd say sort of getting like necrotic damage. So
From the lake?
yeah, it's not like
Okay.
severe. It's like it'd be like a
Blue-green algae.
yeah, but like it stings. And, it can, if you don't get it treated, it can be a really bad rash that burns. But that's what you overhear as you make your way to the Smith and Armors, and once you're inside, again, Lila, you can smell the fudge.
Forge?
The
There's
forge,
fudge?
and that familiar home smell.
I was just here recently with my mace, so I will just hang back and let everybody else kind of peruse and just kind of like nod my head to the blacksmith and the other workers there.
There's a young elf that's working the counter. She's very happy to see so many people there. Oh, what brings you in today? Are you the four, the ones that I guess saved the city with the bombing and then killed our mayor?
You
Allegedly.
could call it there. You could call it that.
Okay. Okay. All I know is that you're working for Barley, and he's a man of good taste and good morality. I've been informed that what you may need is on the house. So just let me know what you need. If there's any questions, or just let me know. She sort of sits there and she's looking about at everybody as you make your way around the shop.
Do you have anything that would help keep me awake?
Oh, I don't think we'll have anything here for you, but maybe one of the pharmacies in the marketplace might be able to help you, like a ginseng root or something like that to keep you awake if you're
Okay.
on a trail.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Right. Just kind of go back to looking around.
Okay.
Well, I'd like to pick up another hand axe if I could, but I'm going to specifically ask about undead and bullshit. If they have anything that might be handy against that, weapon-wise.
I think all of our armors are just pretty much elemental. We don't really have anything to. Let me be right back. She goes in the back, and she's going to be gone for about a few minutes. And you hear some clatter and some chatter in the back. And she brings out this, I'd say, yeah, like a short sword. It's about, and she sets it on the table. It's like, this is the only blade that I have that will do any sort of damage to the undead. It looks like a plain saber, but there's these strange etchings on the blade. And she says that it will do a +1 damage to undead.
But it's a short sword?
Yeah.
Does anyone use a short sword?
I could use
Soltar?
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Trade out with my other just plain short sword.
Mm-hmm. So it's just a regular short sword damage, but then if it's like an undead, you can get +1 to your damage.
Nice. Can I make it customize? Damage
I will
bonus.
say, if you're looking for some curatives or maybe something that's not just a blade and shield, you should definitely try the Joel's Marketplace. Well, it's more of an emporium, but he's got all kinds of elixirs and potions and all kinds of things for sale that might be able to help you in whatever your quest you're going to be on.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm looking through my my spells for the day.
Go for it.
I was able to find another hand axe. You said
Yeah.
just my original. It's just a little throwing axe.
Looking at what I got here.
What is this? This is okay.
Thimble, while we're here, do you have any ranged attacks? Do you
Well-
throw, or should we buy you a sling and some ball bearings? Or, I mean, what can we do?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I don't know what those things are, but okay.
We should start simple then. Yeah, I guess just I'll see if they have a bag of steel ball bearings or stones. Would you prefer stones? Probably the same thing. I don't know. I know.
You see like a sling sitting on a shelf, and there's like a box that's open, and it's got a bag in it, and it's sort of crumpled around, and you can see like a bunch of like really thick and big sort of marbles like sort of stacked inside of it, for like 45 gold pieces. That. And again, everything's on the house. You just got to tell the clerk what you need.
I take the sling down from the shelf, and I kind of like am looking at it, trying to figure out what I'm looking at here. Because I've never used anything like this.
Does anybody have any knowledge on or how to use a sling in their character class?
I don't think so.
Or proficient
I've
with
got a mysterious soldier background. I don't know how much I remember of it, but I think I'm familiar with most types of weapons. I'm proficient with heavy and light and all that.
All right. Well, if you want to like show them how to use it.
Yeah. Is it like
to have him guess and lose another eye?
Yeah, that's true. Is it a wrist rocket type fling, or
I
is
didn't lose the eye. I know exactly where it is.
That's true.
I still have it.
So yeah, it's like a slingshot.
Okay.
Pull back and release.
Oh,
yeah.
Wait.
Without letting him fire it off in the store, I will try to demonstrate that it's a way to throw rocks.
You throw rocks.
Just so he has something with some reach, even I throw axes, at the worst of times, I guess. It's the only time I hit something, though. Maybe I should do that.
What do I do with this?
There we go. Yeah, exactly. Without actually firing it in the store, we're gonna teach you how to use that rudimentary. Maybe plink some on the way to the church or something.
The clerk overhears. She's like, "Oh, we have a range," and she goes over to the side door and she opens it up, and she you two walk in, and you can see sort of like wooden dummies on stands, and there's like it looks like a gun range, but it's medieval, and there you can see like different types of like weapons, like there's small axes and daggers and stuff, and like like a pouch of pebbles for slings and stuff.
Nice.
So
yeah, I guess I kind of walk him through that stuff. For Soulstar, what's your range thing? You're a bowman, right?
Yeah, I got a crossbow that does psychic damage.
All right, teach the kid. Oh shit! Four.
I'm dry firing.
Yeah. You see another sling on the table next to a pouch.
Okay. Well, yeah. You put that in there, and then you just pull back, and then you look far down at the end of the range to what you want to hit.
Yeah, and you sees a little like wooden like dummy just sitting there. It's got like generic armor on it and a little like triangular hat sitting on its head.
Okay.
And you're gonna want to take a breath as you pull back. Take a breath in, and then breathe out, and then let go.
Roll to attack.
I did, and that's gonna be dirty 20.
All right.
Nice.
I was so hoping for a natural one.
So was I, honestly.
Well, if he did, everybody would got inspiration. But all right. So, what's your damage?
Kid's a natural.
What is the damage on a slingshot? That's a good question.
I think it's a 1d4.
Yeah. I know it's nothing too big, but
Yeah, it's just 1d4.
are you proficient in it at all?
I would think. Yeah, even druids. Are you a druid or ranger?
He's a ranger.
I'm a ranger. It's just I have proficiency in martial and simple weapons. So
yeah,
We can step you all the way up to a longbow if you want.
I mean, it's essentially just a sling, but on the side.
whoa.
You see, like, you turn on the back wall. There's all different kinds, like short bows and long bows and crossbows, sort of mounted on top, and they've got little shells with different arrow types. So if you want to play around,
Just picking up everything that's metal, knives, and axes. I'm just down. They're making it maybe halfway, but I'm just throwing. I don't know if it has a string on it. It's kind of a little too out of my league for personal style, but I can try to help you with the basics. We've got a bowman right here. So, yeah, I mean, whatever you want to learn, man.
Oh, I'm looking in the wrong search bar. Sorry.
right?
Whoops.
Show me. Okay. I am really dumb, and I actually had a longbow already in my inventory. I've just been like focusing on the staff damage that like
It just
haven't even touched it.
Oh, you mean throwing sticks? Yeah, I can do that.
That said,
Well, we can say you got your shorts. You haven't used it, so
yeah, I haven't used it, so let's just pretend I didn't have it.
this is where you get it.
I'm gonna go over and look at the short bows that are available.
Okay.
I already have a flask, or still have a flask of holy water. How many of those do we have, and did we make any more last night with Lila's new ability?
4 more. I have 4 more.
Damn.
Yeah.
Honestly, the only equipment I'm missing for all of my spells is a diamond worth 300 gold for Revivify. Yeah, that's the only one. That's the only one that I need a component. Everything else is either doesn't have a monetary value or needs a holy symbol, which I already have. So, but that is the only one that I can't cast without.
I've got 25 gold, but I gave you an ice crystal, so bring me back. All
Well, the ice crystal is now a part of my mace.
right,
Oh, dope.
right.
I have a runic mace of cold.
I got 5 on it as far as the diamond goes.
Yeah, and I only have 18. But it might be just something we'll just work up to, and just I still have to be careful. I did pack a bit more healing spells this time, so that should help. I packed a fun one just because I think this is perfect for Lila. It's called Meld Into Stones.
Oh, where you just like blend into the wall.
Yeah, you step into the stone object or surface large enough to fully contain your body, and I'm like, Earth Genasi kind of needs that.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I have a bunch of other ones. Like I got Mass Healing Word, which is up to 6 creatures. I can do 1d4 plus my modifier of healing. So that would be good. That would be good in a pinch.
Yeah. What's the range on that one?
That one is 60 feet, just like regular healing word. So it's not a big. It's not a big heal, but it could be something worth. As we're like running away.
Yeah.
Because it's also a bonus action. So.
Nice.
Yeah, because it's exactly like healing word, just bigger. So that's a nice one that I just got for having 3rd level spells. So yeah, and I kind of really like this spiritual shroud I just found. You call forth spirits of the dead, which flit around you for the spell's duration. The spirits are intangible and invulnerable. Until the spell ends, any attack you deals 1d8 extra damage when you hit a creature within 10 feet of you. This damage is radiant, necrotic, or cold, depending on which one you choose.
Oh wow!
So more holy damage, more radiant damage.
I'm feeling a lot better about this church.
And Fimble, if you want to go ahead and make a perception check at the different bows that you see.
That's going to be 21.
All right, so you see pretty much like a gradient of quality of different bows. You see some short ones that look, like they're made out of just like plain simple wood. There's no real varnish on them or any flair to them. Then you start to see like more intricate and elaborate etching bows, and some that are made a little differently. They have like little gears at the ends, and
okay. I'm gonna look at the. Yeah, I'm gonna look at the more complicated bows down towards the end.
Okay. You pick up. You're doing a longbow, right, or a short bow? Short bow or longbow?
Let's go short bow.
Okay.
Can't wait till I have more level 3 slots, because that would be nice.
You pick up this sort of, it feels ultralight short bow, and it's got, you can see the threading go through and how it turns around in the gears, and you stretch it out, and it has a nice easy pull after you get to a point. Yeah. But there's something that you haven't seen before. But if you want to go ahead and roll to attack the dummy, your compound bow.
And that's going to be 22.
All right, roll.
Damn.
And then
you got 20, 21, 22?
Yeah, dang. I'm just counting up.
Yeah.
add 2 to your damage because you found yourself a short bow +2.
Jesus. All right. Damage on the short bow is 1d6 +2. So I do 4 damage.
Ready. So you fire it off, and the little triangular head that's on it, the dummy's head gets hit by it and just pins and sticks to the wall behind it.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Braun's trying to pick up like an actual mining pickaxe and throw it. Weight, piece of iron. Bored.
Over and then falls back. Doesn't get impaled by it. No.
Please, no self-inflicted damage.
Yeah.
Okay, so Like, okay, I like it. That's okay. So I take the bow up to the counter.
Oh, will this be all for you today?
Hell yeah. A plus 2 pound bow, man. Hell yeah.
Short bow. It's a compound bow too, so very nice. I also want the sticks.
Sticks?
The sticks?
Oh,
He means arrows.
I get you. And she hands over a quiver that's got some steel arrows in it. Say 15.
15 arrows.
Like arrows.
Arrow.
Arrow.
An arrow.
I do have 2 soul daggers if anybody feels like they would use them more than me, because I have them, but I haven't really found any use for them. They are
Yeah, you already have a pretty good range weapon in your spiritual weapon.
I have, what is it that they do?
I have
They
a
do-
feeling that necrotic damage isn't necessarily going to help us in this particular.
Yeah.
But it's good to know. I still have 1 soul dagger left.
Okay, so on a successful hit, add 1d. So it does 1d4 plus 3, and then a d6 of necrotic damage on top of it. Okay, just trying to figure out what damage it does. Well, then they'll just stay in the bag of holding in case you need more.
Thanks. I'll try not to lose them in my gambling games from now on. I thought for sure I had them there.
Yeah, we're gonna see that dagger again one day.
Yeah,
It's gonna-
it's
Get buried in one of our kidneys, but we're gonna see that dagger again.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be good to have it back at least. I would like to tip the elf 2 gold for the help and for having
Thanks.
to pick up all those weapons that Thrawn just threw into the range.
It's like someone just threw a tray of silverware out there. Everything.
Can I also, because I have this from my, I don't think this is an upgrade for anybody. Scale mail, would that be beneficial to anybody?
I think so. I just got leather armor.
Can you do scale mail? Because that's medium armor. It might not be.
Ooh.
It's also a disadvantage to stealth.
Oh, right.
Which- okay,
It's
yeah.
equivalent
probably
to
not.
chainmail, right?
Hmm?
It's equivalent to chainmail.
I think so.
Chainmail.
It's on the same level.
Yeah, something like that. I'm wearing chainmail. The only thing I know is if I get a breastplate instead of chainmail, I can actually pass a stealth check potentially.
Yeah, this is armor class 14 for scale mail.
Yeah.
You want a chestplate?
Um.
Please.
Yeah. If they're on the menu, you said there wasn't any special armor or anything, and I guess I just gave up at that point.
Well, as far as that dealt with necrotic beings.
Right.
Can I-
Yeah, I wouldn't mind changing out my chainmail shirt for some actual armor plates.
All right, and she takes you into this really large closet, and all different kinds of dummies studded out in armor, different sizes.
I'm gonna need the fat children section.
All right, and go ahead and roll perception for me.
Okay.
See what piece garners your eye.
16 plus I have a 1 for perception, so 17 total.
All right, so you find this nice sort of dark red and gold armor chest piece. You don't know what it is, but it's got your eye. You point towards it, and worker. She tells you, "Oh, that's it's a very intricate chess piece our armor made. It's let me check. God damn it.
I'm looking here. Chainmail gives me a 16 AC, and a breastplate would only give me 14.
Okay.
Oh shit.
So
You might already have what's best for you.
yeah.
All right. You said you got chainmail, right?
Yeah, no, I already have chainmail equipped, which is a 16 to my armor class.
Is it just a regular chainmail, nothing fancy?
Yeah.
All right. Let's go ahead and say you got a chainmail +2.
Oh, shit. You sure you want to do that? That's an AC. That's a standing AC of 18. Then my shield.
Nice.
You sure
I
you
mean-
want a +2?
I was gonna say that's pretty close to me. I'm a AC at 17.
Yeah, I've got 16 +2 on a shield already. If you want to hand me a +2 and just knock it up to a standing 20, shit, man.
Say +1.
Okay. I'll give you a chance to talk that back because I don't want to be a total tank.
Yeah.
Can I
Untouchable
go
dwarf.
since the scale mail is not gonna help anybody? Can I go ahead and offer to sell it to the shop since it's
Absolutely.
scale mail made by me and my father? So it's
Absolutely.
got oak leaf reliefs on it. So
You see the worker, her hands are going through and sort of tracing all the etchings and all the garnishments that are on the armor, and a smile creeps on her face. This is really beautifully done. Where did you say you were from? Where was this made?
it was made with me and my father in our forgery near. Is it pronounced Sanko's Breath? Was my hometown. So-
Yasanko, yeah. Oh, so way up north.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see these very often. This is a beautiful work. Glad you give you 150 gold pieces for the set.
150 gold. Wow. Sure. I feel
It's
like
a rarity down here in the south. You don't see this sort of metal work. I'm pretty sure I can fetch a nice price with it. I've had people that have expressed interest in armor such as this.
sure.
I'm sure to make it back.
Yeah, I'll sell it to you for 150 gold. I was not expecting that at all. So let me delete that out of my bag because I am not selling my mice that I made at home. And then 150 add. Well, that gets us halfway towards that diamond, so it's one step closer. Oh, I really appreciate this. Thank you so much. And if I can ever bring any more stuff from my own town, I'll definitely bring it to you guys first.
Oh, please. Again, it's the rarity of this type of metalwork. You don't see the same sort of level of intricacy in the work. Everything
Mhm.
here seems to be haberdashery thrown together, or just a quick build type of thing.
The iron's definitely different down here than it is up north.
Oh, I would imagine. I've heard legends, but only legends and tales.
I'm having a hell of a time finding a +1 chainmail on the menu for this damn thing. I'm going to manage inventory, add items, selecting armor.
And I put chainmail.
You type in chainmail and it'll bring up the different options.
It's just saying, let's see.
The search
Okay.
bar is very finicky.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing comes up in one word.
All right.
So, what is the AC
So-
on your chainmail right now? It's 16?
16. So I need a
Okay.
+1.
Yeah, there's a
Found
chainmail
it.
+1.
I found it.
Yeah, it's blue.
Yeah. Okay. All right. That added. I didn't want to be walking around with just a helmet and a shield and no clothes on.
What? That sounds like a good time.
War. Are you sure?
I'm already like the local brain damaged dwarf. I don't need to really add much. Yeah, that worked. I have a standing armor class of 19 when I'm holding my shield.
Yeah, me holding my shield at 17.
But you also can negate damage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why I just need to remember to do that. Yeah, I can negate bludgeoning damage once per round. 1d4.
Cool.
Since this is just chainmail plus, there was no breastplate, but let's just say I found like a leather vest to kind of go over the chainmail, and I'm looking a bit more put together, not just Gimli in like a long shirt.
No, but that's a great image though.
Right? Why I went to the children's section. This time it's fitted.
A definite vibe.
Yeah.
All right, so. All right, was that going to be all for you today?
I think so. Did you, Ron, did you get yourself a weapon?
I replaced the hand axe that I used killing the boss in our last encounter, if you all recall.
Oh yeah, you never miss an opportunity to just rub that in.
Nah.
None of you saw it. None of you believe me.
We were all running for our lives. That's what was happening.
Yeah. But I replaced my ranged weapon and I upgraded my armor. I can't ask for any more. As a fighter, I'm happy.
Mm.
Yeah, with an AC of 19, yeah,
Yeah.
I think we're set.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still not fireproof.
It's okay, we got a cold mace that we could just whack you with.
Put it
Show you
out.
right out.
Writing down the items and the totals down in a book and sort of closes like, oh, have a great day.
Oh, let me give him my old chainmail shirt to, like, I don't know, try to even out the tab a little bit. I saw Lila sell their armor, but I didn't really understand the concept. But yeah, let me leave my stinky old stretched out Gimli
Looks
neck.
at it and she gives you a gold piece and sort of flicks it to you. It's like, thanks, we can use it for one of the dummies out in the back.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, I'll leave the gold on the counter and everything. Yeah, just whatever it takes. Feel like I didn't just steal from them.
Shrugs as you leave. Like, all right, whatever.
Yeah, Braun's never right in the head. I think most people that have ever encountered him are just kind of pass it off.
Just one of your weird quirks.
Yep. I offer
As we
some
leave,
potatoes and gravy from my sack.
do you think it would be possible for Soulstar to stop by like an herbalist or an apothecary?
Yeah.
He mentioned that.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
And a shop.
Joel's Marketplace.
Yeah.
Or Joe, yeah.
Joel's Emporium
Yes.
at the marketplace. Whoa! The marketplace of ideas.
Ah.
Yeah. Whatever they have to deal with undead bullshit.
I
And
was thinking of picking up some sage at the very least.
right. Well, let's not limit ourselves. You know, again, it's on barley. Let's see what they got in the display case.
Well, at the Smith Armors, not at the other places.
Oh,
Yeah, this place we have to pay for stuff.
shit.
Hi.
What was the name of the smithy?
Smith and Armors.
Oh, Smith and
Very
Armors.
Yep, very simple.
Like a medieval Smith and Wesson.
Yep.
Even had a shooting range.
Hey.
Bring up my notes real quick. Sorry.
Gotcha.
Sorry.
Again, I have 25 gold. I'll throw towards any health potions or things that'll help keep me alive. And I try to convince Lila to bless my flask, thinking it might be kind of good.
Holy whiskey.
Bourbon?
Let's get it.
Like
I
Catholic.
want to go to that church.
Yeah,
You,
it's like-
you know it doesn't work on alcohol, right?
What?
Is it because alcohol is already holy?
Sure.
Yeah.
Made by none.
After about 5 minutes during the walk, Braun finally accepts that's the actual situation and you're not just being stingy with your magic.
No, but it's a great fire starter.
Oh, I know that one. Is Fimble being responsible with his new bow, or is he just fiddling around?
They're kind of just looking it over, but they're not fully focused on the bow.
Yeah.
It's very absent-minded.
Oh, can we see the smoke in the air? Have we all seen that now?
You see a trail, but view of it is not as good as you would be like above, like
Okay.
say a restaurant.
Yeah.
But you can definitely see the haze and the smoke off in a distance, and you make your way southwest to a little Joel's Emporium. It's got all different kinds of relics from around the aisle. You see sort of strange wooden figures and in different colors, and there's what looks to be other figures just sort of woven out of like tree root and like in different positions. One's holding like a glass orb, but this is all sort of like etched in cases that are part of a building. You can see like for sale signs and price tags on all these items. And the entryway is just a big, long purple cloth, so it's just sort of brushed inside and greeted by a clerk by the entryway. Hello, I am Sachet. How are you today? How can I help you?
Well, we're looking to do some ghost busting, as they say. Do you have anything that would do well against, like demon bullshit and ghost shit?
I think we might have some things for you, yes. She turns around and sort of makes her way straight towards the counter area. She moves off to the side and gets behind the counter, and she's just one moment. It looks like she's like just sort of like thinks down below. Doesn't look like an elevator pulled her down in like one fluid motion. If you want to make a perception check and look around the shop while she's gone, you're
I sure
more
do.
than free to do so. See if anything catches your eye.
19 for Fimble.
All right. You see a glass jar, and it's on like these two like wooden planks, but inside of it is a little city surrounded by sand, and it's just sitting there on a counter near where the lady disappeared at.
Wow.
And, you put your ear up to it, and you swear you can hear the sound of a city far off in the distance. Like somehow this city in a jar is a real city with real people in it.
Do they see his giant melon zooming in on?
There's a camel that's off away from the city that's sort of walking around in the sands, and it looks up and stops and then spits and then continues walking.
Wow.
Wow.
City in a jar.
City in a bottle.
Price tag on it?
No.
Tell me it's under 25 gold. I want an ant farm.
Seems to be there just on the table right next to the merchant table where she's still gone. You don't really hear any sound of anything. It's like she sort of ghosted.
Mm-hmm.
But
I have to imagine Braun's just like fiddling with the crotch straps on his new armor and just oblivious to all this shit. But
I was just trying to see like what would be useful in our undead endeavors.
I'm curious if there are any plants in the shop that I recognize. Like this is an apothecary, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
you can definitely see some wilted Feywild plants.
Mm-hmm.
But nothing sort of there's sort of specimen like little there's a shelf, and you can see it almost looks like ice rack, but it's got different names and different plants, and the compound sort of segmented through like vegetation and like salts and minerals.
We should pick up some
Okay.
salt.
do I see any items like, I guess it would be like hops and barley, stuff that I use for my micro still? Any brewing supplies here? Or is it all just fancy elvish like apothecary stuff?
There is some kits that have got stuff for like homebrew stuff for you. So yeah, you definitely find some.
Okay. Yeah, that's probably the only thing that's going to catch my attention. Just this feels very upper class, very sciencey, and Braun's just kind of either intimidated by the process or bored.
Yeah, you see a bunch of different kinds of like different kinds of like hops and barley and then stuff. And then you see there's a bunch of different like mugs, beer steins sitting on a shelf. There's like 15 of them, all different sort of decorations and sort of different kinds of like crests, family crests and stuff on them, lineage, stuff like that.
Nice.
As you're going through and getting what you need.
Yeah, if anything, I'll throw a couple gold down to just restock or get some better whiskey making supplies for my micro flask. Not looking to buy a gold stein or anything like that yet, but I've got my travel mug.
Alrighty.
No one's even going to try to steal the micro city? None of you?
No.
All right.
Too much
No.
responsibility.
I do pick it up though.
Make a strength check.
Okay. It's gonna be 14.
All right, so you put your hands underneath it and you think you go to pick it up and it's really, really heavy. And you start sweating a little bit and you get it up just a little bit and then you let go and then you hear a thud of it landing back on the table.
Do we hear like the town of like people going, whoa?
That was an earthquake.
Dreams of 1,000. That's
The sand is reshifted and it looks like half of the sea has been covered in it.
Oh God.
I'm gonna go look at something elsewhere in the shop.
Turn around, the clerk, she's sort of walks right into, she's like, ooh, I think I found it. And she sets down 3 sort of like they're glass, they look like glass orbs, and inside of it is like glowing sort of radiant energy. I hear these things here I've been working up for a while. They're each one of these can basically control. It's a radiant bomb, and I like to play with things a lot. And I made these. They make it for undead things. They'll extra damage. All you have to do is just make sure it hits the targets. And she grabs one and she throws one on a wall, and it hits like a forehead, and it sort of lights up the area, and you can see like spires falling around everywhere, but it's just like a very bright flash in with the whole room. It's like, see how pretty it is? But luckily that thing's already dead. But if it was undead, I would probably have to move because I would have damaged my whole place. But if she's really hyper fixated on like her makings and her findings, and so I've got 3 for sale right now. They're gonna be about 50 gold pieces a piece.
What would the price be for some heroes of the town?
50 gold pieces a piece.
Well, I don't know if you heard, but we were the party that went and saved the
It's
town.
most impressive, but these are very rare. And it takes a lot to make, and but if you give me what I need, I can make more for you later, and other things that I may make or find, or you know.
So, can I take a look at it and see, like, how much damage this would do, radiant-wise?
Yeah. Some quantitative.
So it's going to be a 2d10 for radiant damage.
Okay. So it's roughly, in theory, it's roughly the same as my guiding bolt. So, because my guiding bolt is 4d6, so at maximum, I could do 24 damage, and at its maximum, I could do 20.
Yeah.
And learning how to trap magic and glass. The arrowheads that you brought back from the Syndicate, I got a toy with those, and I learned a lot and how they were able to contain that type of magic, and I'm hoping to expand and try new things and make new things for you. My name is Sachet. I don't know if you remember, but yes, 50 gold pieces a piece. If you're interested, if not, that's quite okay. I know it can be a little steep, but I'm a little proud of these guys. I made it myself.
Well, look, why don't you knock 15 gold off of each orb, and we'll consider it an investment for you. Because when we go and rid this church of ghosts, we'll come back and everybody will know your name, because they'll be like, oh, that's the person who helped us.
Oh, you'll tell them where they got it.
Exactly. So just think of it as marketing for you. A lot of people will be like, oh, wow, those magic orbs really work.
So like a sponsorship.
Exactly. You just got to knock off a little bit of the price so we can actually afford it and get to work.
Hold on, and she goes in the back.
You're gonna have to hang a banner on the church when we leave. Clear.
They have a patch that you can put on your armor.
Once we get the orbs, I mean, we don't have to do shit. I just want to get them in my hands.
You hear her call out Joel's name, and you don't really hear anything, but you hear her muttering, and then she comes back. Oh, yes, we can definitely do a sponsorship for you. But yes, 40 gold apiece. We can definitely do that.
All right, you got yourself a deal. Yeah. At least I'll go in 40 gold for one of them.
All right. And Soul Star and Orb.
I'll throw in the 20 I have left after the brewing supplies or whatnot. So I've got 20 towards the next one.
I can throw in 20 and then hold on for the rest towards the diamond.
Okay. So
you
2 out of 3
your spells. So
yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll buy 2 out of 3 and come back for the third one.
There you go.
Okay. So you got two orbs, 2 radiant bombs.
Radiant bomb.
Radiant bomb.
Is that you and me holding them, or Lila, do you want to hold the other one?
I'm good. You guys can split them amongst yourself. Between the 4 vials of holy water and my own spells, I'm pretty stacked on holy damage.
Okay.
Being a cleric.
Yeah, I'll hold one, and Braun, if you wanted to hold the other one, since you don't really have any other magic stuff, do you?
Not a damn thing. Yeah.
If there's anything else you need to place, I know you.
Do they have any sage or any like other kind of like incense?
Oh, absolutely. She sort of points down to the end of the counter, and there's they have all the different sets up to do what you want and let her know.
I know sage can do the trick, but if there's any other kind of herbs that ghosts just taste, take them too.
We do have a lot of salt. And
salt,
iron.
yes, that was salt and sage is what I want to line my pockets with.
All right.
Pocket sand.
Yeah, I just want to have like literal like salt hanging out of my pockets that I can.
All right, so you like continue to salt and start pouring it in your pocket.
If it's good enough for the Winchesters, it's good enough for us. What do we call the radiant bomb? What is that on the inventory?
Oh, I have to add that in. Sorry.
Oh, okay. It's all good. It's just getting overwhelmed by the list of potions.
If you want to write down in your notes for now, what it's 2d10 radiant damage.
Every time I see one of those like in Supernatural or anything else where they're like, oh, make a salt circle, I'm like, you just need a salt hula hoop.
Yeah.
It's got holes in it like a salt shaker.
Yeah.
Just a belt made out of salt. Just a little salt rim on your belt.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe like a bushel of sage. And how much for the sage and the salt?
Oh, I'd say about 15 silver for the salt and about 2 gold for the sage.
Okay, I guess I can part with a few more gold.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Do you have anything that could help me stay awake?
Are you looking for like refreshments that can do this, or maybe something like a candy or something to chew on that'll give you like extra energy throughout the day?
I just want something that's good.
Are you trying to find meth? Should we be talking to someone in the alley? Bull's first drug deal.
Good.
We do have this sort of jinxing root. It's sort of they're very large. I just sort of chew on them, and it's they get a little chewy, but they give you enough energy to continue throughout the day and push through whatever you need to do. But we have like some sugar waters, things like that, spritzers, flavored spritzers.
Let's can I get the root?
Oh, absolutely. It's 15 cents a pound, or 15 silver a pound.
Okay. I'll take a pound.
Alrighty. Hands over little satchel of pound of ginger root.
Do I have to manually split up my currency?
You would think it would do the math for you and give you the change.
Yeah. Right?
So I put 20 gold down on the bomb, the second bomb.
Mhm.
And I was going to pick up some brewing supplies. When Fimble mentions that, do I notice any? It's I guess, kind of a dwarven coffee thing. It's like basically coffee crystals to throw into a coffee maker, but it's probably derived from like mushroom or fungus, something they could grow in a cave. Is there ingredients for dwarvish coffee here? I'm thinking just like super espresso.
All right, make an investigation
Weird,
check.
somewhat.
Yeah, make an investigation check. See what you find.
15 plus 1, 16 total.
You do see some right next to like a large bag that's marked coffee, and then like it's got some other stuff, and then you start seeing the crystals that you're looking for.
Can I spend a gold or two just kind of setting myself up with power brew?
Yeah.
Iron brew?
Yeah. I'm thinking
Underdark
dwarvish
roast?
coffee, and I'm thinking maybe there's something I can make with that still I have and coffee, like some kind of caffeinated Guinness,
If we add the ginseng, we could make
Yeah. Figure out something
fantasy energy drinks.
for you. The bitterest, oldest cold brew coffee ever. That's just
There you go.
loaded ginseng and caffeine. Like halfway between Guinness and a cold brew.
You're making me want to go make more coffee.
But anyway, yeah, I want to spend whatever's left of the 5 gold I have on brewing supplies and coffee.
All right. So you get,
Especially something that might be mildly hallucinogenic for our friend here.
but yeah, you do that.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine dwarvish coffee affects other people differently, made for a dwarf but strong enough for a fey boy? Who knows?
Who knows?
Right, anything else?
don't think so.
Thank you for your patronage, and please come back and let me know what happens with the bombs. Just really excited to see them applied, and hopefully they work well for you. And you see the curtain entryway sort of brush open by itself.
Fancy.
We should
Well,
We should exit.
It sounds like they're shoving us out. Don't have to go home, but we can't stay here. About what time of day is it? What should we start doing?
It's about 1 o'clock, I'd say.
Do we want to start heading towards the excavators and seeing where they are?
Do we have to go
gotta
back
talk to Barley first. So
Yeah.
he said
Do we have to tell him first?
Oh yeah.
Are we gonna try to swing 3B for a quick brunch before we go? I guess.
I'm fine either way if we want to stop by the B3 to get food and check in with Barley, or if we want to head to the excavation site where
Yeah.
he's got people working.
I think it's the same thing.
I think Barley gave us all the information he had.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, we can head straight there.
Hmm.
I still get half a sack lunch. The gravy has started to slowly soak into the bottom of it, but top cup premium stuff.
It's a little squishy on the bottom of the bag.
Yeah, that's probably why they kicked us out of the last place, because my sack was kind of leaking out on the floor.
Even brown.
You got so many stains you can't even identify what's what anymore.
Yeah, just a trail of gravy.
So you make your way to the excavation site. See a bunch of people sort of lined up and looking down a hole. Barley is standing there right in the center way. He looks up and sees the four of you walk up. Well, it's about time you made it.
We had a couple things we had to pick up.
Yeah, thanks for picking up the tab there, buddy.
Glad to do so. Thank you again for being willing to do this and everything that you've done so far. That reminds me, we got these back from the library. He brings out the chest with the items that you got from the mines. So the dagger and everything is, he hands everything back to you. I think you're the safest hands that they're going to be in, and who knows, some of these items probably guide you to something that you may need.
So what is it that we got back? Because my Zoom cut out for a minute.
Oh, we got your dagger back, the one with the celestial runes. The summoning circle, the semi-translucent crystal holding immense power in it. The ledger filled, for the Corvus Queen, one of the shadow merchants of legend. You've already got the bracers here. The gyroscopic sphere with the crystal inside of it. It doesn't seem to do anything yet. And Travis still has the magic cat figurine that will give out random advice and tips. Stuff to wear somewhere.
What
and
was
the old? Yeah, and the
I've never
old. What?
I was not part of the group when you guys found what that was.
Yeah. It's like a wooden cat figurine that gives out random advice and tips.
And where was the ledger from again?
It's from the Corvus Queen. She's one of the shadow traders, the four heads of the shadow trade.
Okay. Yeah, because that stuff, if I remember correctly, was gone over the session I wasn't here. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, she's the Corvus Queen. She's infamous human female witch known throughout the Isle for her legendary potions and poisons and brew and drugs. So
Okay.
she's
Ooh.
Drugs?
drugs. Barbiturates.
Do you remember what the knife says? It's something about like follow the light, right?
Yeah, to the light, to light the way. And you also have the old map of the Ponderosa Pines, which is the area that you're in, and it has a location for a Maturin village that's supposedly has like some sort of ancient item of the gods, but nobody's been able to find the village yet. But this is clearly marked on the table. There's also seems to be some sort of ancient burial ground along the way north of Satori. And that's also marks the Temple of Tiamat and Avalon in the distance, and La Havilland Wood.
Is there just I know I'm a dwarf and don't really give a shit, but have we thought about lighting when we're down there? We got all this fancy shit, but do we have torches? Should I try to
Lila's shield glows.
Lila's got light.
Yeah, I've got the ability to cast light as a cantrip, and it lasts for an hour. So
Okay. I would have
Got a
noticed.
personality.
Okay.
just glow. Yeah, no, I could touch people's armor or what have you and make you glow.
Well,
Shield as
yeah.
a flashlight.
Or
Yeah,
but
last couple encounters, yeah, it's been like touching the center of her shield and using it as a spotlight.
as long as we're not just setting ourselves up for a Scooby-Doo mystery.
I mean, that sounds like a hell of a lot of fun.
Yes.
I'll go ahead and take that dagger if nobody objects.
The platinum dagger. All right. The one with the celestial runic
Yes, please.
inscription. All right.
So you got two types of fancy dagger and a new short sword that should
Yeah.
be helpful.
Yeah, no, we're gonna kick ass here.
Well,
You know, we've been mostly
I
on the
hope so.
receiving end the past couple adventures, but I think we're gonna turn the
Don't.
tables here.
Oh,
Tables have been turned.
Don't do it.
What if they-
You're cursing us.
Yeah. Or
What
now
if they
do-
don't want to fight?
Well, too bad.
well,
We can try to politely ask them to leave, but I doubt they're going to want to.
Barley looks at Pimmel's like, I don't really want you to fight if you don't have to. I just want you to find out what's going on and make sure that people aren't being hurt. Could you do something like that for me?
Yes.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I try to make no guarantees.
Yeah, after the last meeting that Barley asked me to attend, I just figure I'm a canary in a coal mine here.
Is it in this hole?
Mm-hmm.
And
We gotta go
one
in
of the
there.
workers rolls down a rope ladder down into the entryway. Oh. You can
Are we
go
going
in
in
when-
out or are we going in quiet?
Is there still workers down there working on excavating, or are they already gone?
They're done. They're all sort of standing above the entryway and sort of looking down.
Okay.
So were they able to breach the church, or
They were able to connect to one of the passageways underneath the church, yes.
and they're just leaving the rest for us? Got it. Okay.
And do we have that etching that has the map?
Yeah.
That was for a different place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for the caverns down below. I'd like to
Yeah,
know where we're
because
going.
I think Barley has that, so I'll see if he has maybe like a copy that he's handed to the workers, so we can
Or
kind
at
of
least
know where the
somebody
hell we're
to
going.
guide
Yeah. Well, we aimlessly walk around. And while Larry's getting that ready,
Yeah.
I'll go to each of our team and whatever item you choose. Like for Fimble, it might be the edge of your staff, or what have you, and I'll cast light on it, so each of us have a light. And with it being just a cantrip, and it's you touch an object that is no larger than 10 feet, which obviously that's not a worry, until the spell ends, the object sheds bright light in a 20-foot radius and dim light for an additional 20. We can have it any color we want. Completely covering the object with something opaque blocks the light, so you can literally like snuff it out if you kind of want to do that. But it lasts for an hour, so it's something I can kind of just re-up as we're
Oh wow.
going along.
Yeah.
Rather than the edge of my staff, I hold up the pouch that's hanging around my neck.
There you go. And I touch it, and you have light now. You glow.
The crest of my helmet where
Okay.
I cover
Real
up my-
quick. What color do you want, Fimble?
Well, I don't say what color, but it's like a light blue.
Okay. Braun, what color do you want? So it's more that like if we're down a corridor, we can see what like who it is down the corridor kind of thing and identify each other. So it's not like brightly colored, but it's like white with an off blue, and then Braun, you can have white with a whatever color you want.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really need the extra light that much, so it could be a dimmer color.
Okay.
Maybe say like I'll take green, something like
Okay.
that.
So-
Just hit the crest of my helmet so it's like a headlamp, and then I can pull my hood over it or not.
There you go, and pat you on the head. Because I'm so much taller.
Yeah, no,
Pretty much.
just make me a mining helmet. That's
There you go. And then Soulstar, what color do you want, and where do you want it?
I'll hand you the celestial dagger because I think that'd be pretty nifty to have glowing and I can sheath it. Let's do a hot pink.
Okay, we'll do a red, and then mine I'll just do yellow because it'll be easy to differentiate between the other colors, and it'll just be the center of my shield.
There we go.
So, because that way, if anything, I could always just like put my shield on my back and just throw my cloak over it to snuff out the light.
Yeah.
Well, you could always just like manually end the spell too if you wanted to.
Yeah, I'd have to. I think. Well, actually, I don't know. Let me check. The spell ends if you cast it again. Oh, if you cast it again or dismiss it as an action. So I dismiss it. So I don't think I can spell.
So that means you can't
Nope.
do it for each of us.
Yep, never mind. So I can only do the one. Okay, never mind. So I'll just do it on my shield.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
No biggie. I'll just be in front.
I'll just find something else to glow hot pink.
There's no need for you to have to take lead. Dwarves have been doing without fancy magic shields for a long time. I can see in the dark.
I can't. I don't think I have dark vision.
But yeah,
Neither do I.
if
Yeah.
you guys go in not quiet, I can take the lead, or we can put someone else out up front who might be able to get a look before they get noticed.
Well, I don't think it's gonna really matter for us to go quiet because they've been digging, so they know there's been
Right.
noise and stuff. But if you want to go up front, I can, just because of the fact that both me and Fimble don't have dark vision, I can still
Okay.
just cast the light on my shield, just so that way I'll stick with Fimble and
Okay.
There's a work
give us
table
light
on
as
the
we
right
need it.
side of where you're facing the entryway to the cave, and Barley has the etchings marked out, and sort of going over it. As you can see, it's want to go and stay on the right path as much as you can until you get to that first junction, and then head to the left. That should take you right underneath the church.
Beyond that, I don't know. That's where
Okay. Stick right.
That's
And
where we come in.
left at junction. Okay. That's plenty.
And then he said something about taking a right again or right at the church, and let's just get all turned around.
Again, there could have been cave-ins by the time since last time we checked, so things may have changed, but you guys adapt well to change. Again, if there's anything else you need before you go, just let me know.
How about a squad of red shirts to go in front of us?
Yeah.
We have some villagers.
Farley looks around his workers like, I really can't spare the workers.
Good.
Besides, I know you kind of like this feeling, Bron. I know you like it. Warhound you.
That's why he's stuck with us for so long.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I guess so. Wig at my flask and I'll jump down the rope first or head in first.
Cue the Ghostbusters theme.
As you go down the rope ladder, you feel a cold gust of wind come out of the entryway as you make your way down.
Making my way.
I guess I'll go down second because at least I can talk to some ghosts if we meet one.
I'll follow after.
Yeah. All right.
And
I'll have that celestial dagger out though, like ready.
And I will close the end then.
I'm gonna run.
So you
Run to the bathroom real quick.
go for it. Actually, if you want to go ahead and take a 5, everybody take 10. You want to take a 10-minute break? Let's do that.
Okay. 10-minute break and then kill some ghosts.
Are the threats of your home life making you feel unprotected? Are you shivering in the corner, dreading a bacterial infection? Thought so. Introducing Shamco's new spray disinfectant, Kills All. The friendliest way to annihilate germs, mildew, and bacteria that infest your home. Kills All is completely safe and leaves the air with a fresh, clean scent throughout your home, while killing 99.9% of all living matter. Once you're secured in your standard Shamco hazard suit, spray Kills All in any areas ravaged by fungi, mold, drained serpent eggs, and even food-stained countertops and floors. After airing your house out for 7 days, everything will have a new shine to it, with the clean smell of freedom to go with it, giving you the protection your family needs to survive life at home. Before you lose it all, get Shamco's Kills All. Shamco Hazard Suit sold separately.
The undead.
The four of you make your way through the catacombs, and now who was marching first? Was it Fimble or?
No, Bronze first.
No.
So you're
Send the
leading
ranger
group.
in first.
You've got dark vision, right?
I got dark vision. I've got my shield up in front of me and my war pick just ready to swing. Feeling absolutely useless because I have been so far.
All right. So yeah, you're leading the herd.
I'm right behind.
Yep. Again, it's nothing much, just a very narrow passageway, and you can see bits of rocks, like loose sediment just falling about as you make your way through. Each sound seems to echo down through the trench, and all
question,
you,
Larry.
hear like sound of like sliding stone on ground off. It feels like it's coming from behind you, but you're not. Make perception checks.
Sliding stone?
Yeah.
Are they stealing us in?
Are they burying us down here?
18
about
for
it.
me.
Got 12.
11 at best.
You said perception?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't bring my tower, but that's fine. 11 for me as well.
So Fimble looks behind him as they hear the stone slide across the ground. Everyone else is sort of looking around, and you hear a little bit more in front of you. Fimble looks in front of the group, and then silence. Not even like of the sound of sediment falling, just cold silence sits.
That's such a pleasant feeling.
If I pull my glass orb out, does it cast any light? And how much?
Which glass orb?
The radiant bomb.
You definitely see some like golden orange light sort of like glow and emanate from it, but as far as like lighting up, it doesn't give off that much light. I'd say just you're holding up to it's just like your sort of like torso area is lighting up maybe 2 feet at most.
Gotcha, just like a little candle. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll put it back in my pocket with the sand, or with the salt.
Sand.
It is now sand.
It's a sandy, salty pocket.
Pocket of salt works just as effectively as a pocket of sand.
But the salt
Not
has
against ghosts. Yeah.
the salt and sage. Not only is it extra seasoning, but it might work against ghosts.
It makes good soup, though.
That's true.
I don't know. You guys just want to sit down and make a soup real quick?
So wait, what do I notice with my perception?
You notice that the sliding stones are coming from behind the group and in front of the group.
Oh,
Oh, both.
okay.
Fimble, you want to share something with the group?
I thought all the workers were gone.
Yeah.
That's
I hear-
what we were told.
Riley said, yeah.
Because the stone is moving on both sides of us.
That's, maybe they're just
Pro-
inviting us in and opening the door.
Always the optimist. Expect some bullshit.
Yeah. The meta
Everybody
gamer
stay-
in me
stay
is
ready.
remembering how much Larry loves the Weeping Angels.
Yeah.
It.
I do like the Weeping Angels, but not right here.
Sound. We're just hearing them.
Yeah, it's that classic. Yeah, like
Yeah.
stone dragging across.
Yeah.
ground.
Braun's really enjoying that and kind of just bracing himself for his next flashback. Like,
Now I'm
What
really
kind of
really
problem
glad
I
I
get
took
today?
meld into stones because I can just nope out of here into the wall.
Hey, guess what? I'm the wall now.
Like it's again. No.
yeah, I mean, we got no choice, backwards or forwards. This isn't enough to daunt me, so I guess I'll just kind of keep edging my way forward
Okay. Group
until I see something can hit or can't hit. I'm limited on.
And about 10 feet, you can see that there is a blockage in front of you. No other exits.
The dead
So
end.
we haven't even made it to the fork yet.
Yeah. You haven't
Oh,
made it.
lovely.
But you do see some grooves that are right under the blockage. Like maybe this is the thing that made the sound.
Hmm.
Stone sliding.
Does it
Yeah.
look like it's just like a circular door that like rolled into place?
No, it's more rectangular, sort of like above board be like a sliding door type of thing.
Hmm.
So it'd be like, sliding from left to right.
So similar concept, just different shape.
Yeah.
I'll try to push on it, see if it's solid, see if it really is stone blocking our path, and if it moves at all.
You see,
Don't fall through it.
You feel it give a little bit, and then it automatically starts sliding back, and a fork pathway lies in front of you.
It was the
Left.
left at the junction.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll make my way to the left, but also very cautious about whatever is to the right. There's now an opening next to us or behind us.
Hmm.
So, yeah.
You're leading the group. So
And I'm assuming Braun
make
can
your
at
way
least
down
tell like
to the
left from right if he thinks real hard.
I think the rest of the group would be like, Broad, no. This
Your
is right.
other left.
left to right is no.
But yeah, I'll
Anyways,
continue as guided.
Alright. And I hear this stone sound again. That sort of echoes through the tunnelway. If you wanna take
Does
a
it
look.
close behind us, I'm assuming?
Yep, if you turn around behind and you look, like right as you cross that breachway, it sort of slides closed. But then you hear two other sounds of it sort of echoing off in the distance.
So
Light,
they.
you still have? Do you have light on your shield still?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As when you're standing there, you turn with your shield and you can see sort of etchings and silhouettes of people, sort of with the sticks in their hands, looks like spears, sort of marching in order towards looks like I'd say like a castle.
Okay. Does it look like? So it looks like they're going to attack it. Does it look like they're just traveling there? Does it look like?
Their mouths are open. They've got like violent sort of like postures,
Aggressive
like,
postures.
very
Mhm.
aggressive postures and stances.
Pitchforks, torches, the whole
Yeah, you
thing.
see, markings of arrows sort of back and forth.
Okay.
And do you continue walking forth, or
I'll point it out to the group, but kind of like looks like there's etchings here, and then kind of, but tell us to keep going.
as you continue on, you see all different kinds of etchings. There's one that is mainly just like looks like a tree line of like Douglas firs, just like all pine trees, just a long stretch along the wall. Different kinds of huts and in and around the area, livestock like buffalo and things like that, just sort of etched in and around the area. And then you start on the other side of the wall, you start to see sort of markings and dots in around on the wall, and it looks, just from your everyone's casual perception, of like a map of the sky above Satori, like basically like the stars patterns, and you see the castle that was being attacked, and you see underneath what it is looks to be like a sacrificial room. There's human cages and etchings of like bodies separated, and continue your way
So
down.
it sounds like these people really like to negotiate. Got it.
Continue your way down, and you hear another stone slide right behind you, and the path that you've been gone has been blocked yet again, so you can't even get back to the first block. But you turn forward, Braun, and you do see a glimmer of white sort of light reflecting off a curved wall.
Okay. As long as that's in a roughly forward direction, that's where I'll keep taking us.
All right. Keep moving forward. You still don't really hear any other sounds. It's just a dead calm. Even your footprints don't seem to make any sound. There's no echo.
That's weird.
Yeah, I don't like this, guys. Remember when I said that we had this in the back? I'd like to retract that statement.
Hey,
I don't know what's going on.
As
Is
you
there-
talk, your voice to everybody else seems really quiet and whispery, as like they can't physically hear what you're saying. You can hear yourself very clearly and loudly, but for everybody else, it's just like feels like a whisper.
Wait, what did you say?
Good. This is the perfect time to fart. Nobody would be able to hear me.
Can I make a survival check
I
and
was
see
holding
if
that
this
in.
is like nature related at all, or is it just all magic based, like Arcana?
Yeah, you can just make a check.
Ay. That's a natural 1, so no.
You have no idea.
I think I need to go get my dice tower at some point because rolling on this mat is not good for me, but it's okay.
But yeah, you can't tell. You're just as stunned as everybody else as to why everybody's whispering when you're talking fine, but to them you're whispering too. So.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I guess let's just keep going.
All right, and as you turn the corner, you see the light. There is a little turn, and then on the right side of the passageway, the wall is gone, and it's just an empty chasm. It's a very narrow passageway in and around the area. As you turn around and walk forth, you come across a doorway.
Aha.
Ooh. Fancy.
All right. Doors.
walk around and you curve around the area and you see the symbol of a ram's head above a doorway and 2 skulls on each side of the entryway.
Done. I think we found the door to the church. Should I just start hitting it, or do you guys want to look?
You want to try opening it first?
No. Someone smarter than me. Look at it first.
Maybe we could take 20 steps back, and then I can shoot my grappling hook at the doorknob, and we can just pull it open.
I have a thought. This may be controversial.
Okay.
Hear it.
What? Got to speak
What
up.
if we opened the door
Yes, that was my thought too.
normally without overthinking it?
See,
I like your plan, Fimble.
see, on paper that makes sense, but
Are you volunteering to push the door
it's
open?
true. Who do you think should open the door?
I vote not the cleric in case it decides to trap me in some form or fashion.
We're trying to go to the church, right? Is this looks like? Well, I don't know what a church is, but
This does not
it
look
might
like
be
any.
right.
This does not look like any church door I'm aware of.
Oh,
It's very menacing looking.
All right, fine. I'll just walk up and push on the door. I don't know. Is there a push or a pull sign? I'm
It's one of those doors you just don't know if you need to push or you pull.
Does it appear to be chained or locked?
Against it.
Obvious way.
Look for the hinges.
You put your hand to push the door forward, and that force you give the door gives it right back, and you're sent back 5 feet.
Ooh.
That's
Oh.
It's a Paul.
That's definitely never happened before. Well, I'm out of ideas.
Wait.
Did you try pulling it?
All right. Can I get a grip? Can I try to pull instead of push?
You look for like handles, but there are none. But you do see 2 skulls on each side of the door. One
Wait a second,
here
guys.
and one there. They're sort of
I got this
sitting
one.
on hands.
All right.
I will step 20 feet back.
I'm gonna give her the old knock, the 1, 2, 3.
Right. So you knock, and there's nothing.
I'll go
I tried
ahead.
everything, guys.
You hear the 3 knocks echo down through the chamber below, but nothing happens.
I'll go ahead and put my hand. I know this is a bad idea. Put my hand on the skull on the left and like look at Soulstar to be like, you should do the same thing on the right, and we'll like push these or pull these at the same time. See what happens.
What, with my actual hand?
Yes, with your actual hand.
Okay, and then I hesitantly put my hand there.
Alright, so you walk over
I hope
and
I get it back.
both of you have your hands on the skulls. Soul stars on the skull glows green. Lila, yours glows white, and they sort of sink and then get pushed back into the wall, and the stones fall to the ground and they shatter, and the doors open.
Yay, we beat a door
Hell yeah.
and didn't take any damage yet.
Relatively simple. Hopefully.
We can defeat
I'm
a
waiting
door.
for the other shoe to drop.
Yeah, me too. I'm just like, this is too easy. If my shirt doesn't like say it enough, This is my trusted.
Yep.
I'll try to take lead again, and I guess approach the door with my shield up and my pick ready, and I'll take that center spot and kind of at least look into the room.
All right. So you're in the room, and you notice some statues and some shelving and a blocked entryway.
Oh, he's putting together a battle map. Oh no.
Oh no. Who would have thought?
It could be an exploration map or a talking map.
Is
I'm
there
holding the talking map.
anything unusual on the floor or anything? You know,
Well, yeah, you
dock devil traps or
Here
line
are
salt or anything.
statues. Each here are statues, but they're hands. They're about 5 feet tall, and they have skulls in them, just like in the entryway. The white and the blue are already lit, so that'd be this one here and this one here. Oop.
I'm gonna turn to
we have
Lila
footage.
and say, I haven't been inside too many churches, but is it standard to have this many human skulls just laying around?
No.
Okay. So
maybe in some catacombs, but they're usually, in like a coffin, and there's like pretty iconography about like who family it belongs to, like you would do a regular crypt, but not anything like this.
Well, I'm not gonna make any guarantees.
If we make our way inside, is there anywhere obvious that there's 2 more skulls, like just on the back of the door or anything like that?
No, there's nothing but snow behind the doorway on the other side.
Okay.
As we pass through the doorway, I want to line, stick my hand in my pocket and line a bit of salt along the doorway.
Right in the doorway.
Yeah, that way we could like run past it and at least have a safe barrier.
If that works. We don't know if that actually works.
I'm trying everything. There's no bad ideas, guys.
No.
It's like in Demon Knight, but it's instead of Jesus' blood or the blood of the holy, it's salt. Alright, so you do that. The doors are still open from where you entered. Everyone can see that there is some barrels in front of them. There are an empty wine rack in between 2 of the hands that have the skulls. One of them is lit, the other one isn't, just like the other side.
I will go to the next visible skull I can see and I guess press on it, see if it reacts.
Okay, nothing. Just sits there.
I'll edge forward towards the other end of the hall and start looking at. You said there was a blocked doorway, or
Well, there's some barrels. There's like, it just looks like a tiny little room.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
There's some barrel and some boxes.
Can we look and see if we can find like a hidden switch, or like run your hands along the wall and see if there's like any buttons to press or anything like that?
If you want to make an investigation check.
If I don't roll another natural 1, that'd be great.
Yeah.
11.
You look against the walls. You're running your hand through. Nothing seems to give.
Mm-hmm.
But though you make your way to the back, and you definitely feel that there's
two parts of the wall that seem to feel a little loose.
I'll go ahead and try and like push on it. And, did you want me to do a strength check?
Yeah.
Okay. That actually I have a bonus to instead of investigation, which is a +0. Not that it makes any difference because it's also an 11.
So you clang at the wall, and again, there's no sound from your clanging, so soundless. Even the little bit of rock that falls to the ground, there's no sound to it. But
Again, weird.
Does it feel like if like it could give, but I'm just not pushing hard enough, or is it just that it's just some loose rock?
it looks, for you, it just feels like hitting a wall with your, it's just hitting like a standard wall. It doesn't feel like it has like any real give.
Okay.
Said there were statues in here.
Yeah, they're the statue with hands, and they've got skulls in each. The blue and the white. There's one that's glowing blue, and the other one's glowing white. And there's two other skulls on hands in the room.
So wait, how many statues in total?
4.
4 statues, and each one's holding a skull.
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay.
So it seems like we lit 2 of them with opening the door, and whatever we did.
What if each of us touches a skull? Because it seemed to work when the 2 of you did that.
Yeah, that's worth a shot.
But all 4 of us now?
Yeah.
Go to
Give it a try.
each.
Just like
Go
true
team.
friends. Yeah.
Yeah. The power of friendship is how we solve this puzzle.
Drawn, I have faith you can reach it.
Pull over.
Well, remarkably, there is a
The wine
shorter
rack to climb
statue.
on top of and touch the top of the skull. Then we'll do this one, and so start with this one.
I mean, if we need to, we can roll a barrel over.
Well, there's the wine rack that he can climb on. Yeah.
I think next time we're doing a shopping episode, you should get a collapsible step
Stool.
Tape list, and I won't be part of it. Nope. While I'm climbing on this wine rack like a child, I guess, are there any solid bottles that look like they're still sealed? Is there hooch?
Make an investigation check.
I
Oh,
don't
yeah?
drink anything.
17 plus 1, so 18.
All right. You definitely feel when you're climbing up, your foot slips and it clings onto one of the bottles, and you definitely get that feel that there's some liquid in one of them on the one that you just knocked with your foot.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind for when I climb back down, I guess.
All right.
But I will note it and try to grab that bottle. Yeah, I will reach up and try to. What are we trying to slot machine these things? Are we trying to pull the arms down like a one
I
arm?
think we're just touching the skulls.
Your hands on top of the skull.
Okay, just touching.
Mm-hmm.
All right, everybody, on the count of 17.
I can't.
How about just 3?
All right.
I don't know if Fimble knows how to count that high.
What are numbers? He has his own numbers. I have a
I guess we'll do letters
Club.
until the count of C.
I'm illiterate, you. All right,
So we sit down and we explain the concept of numbers to them.
Or why don't we
You
just
have-
all touch the skulls and,
See what happens.
yeah.
Sure, if you want to go in without a plan, yeah.
Thimble
Sure.
does know with Thimble's history with the mother. He definitely knows how to count.
Hmm.
You might not remember some numbers, but he at least knows up to 5. Yeah. Anyway,
There you go.
Everybody touches the stone, the skulls, and the other 2 light up. One red, the other yellow. The Soul Star's yellow. Braun, you're red. And the hands sink down to the ground. The stones rest on the ground, and they just become beams of light. And passageway slides open.
Da, na, na, na.
Okay, that's the grace. We have a choice.
Yeah.
Could split up.
Don't split the party.
Sounds like a great idea. Let's do it.
No, we should not split up.
You want me to take the lead, or do we want?
Well, let's just
Where
peer
we're
into
going.
each room, see what each room has.
Let's
Yeah.
check the door on the right first.
Okay.
Right? As you come through,
Get out of here with that. Just go.
and shelf it all on the table, there is what looks to be some sort of bound book.
Ooh.
It's just a bunch of stuff.
Good stuff? Useful stuff?
I don't know. Stuff.
Yeah. Braun will keep moving farther into the room to that opening that seems to be across the chamber, just to take a look in there.
Okay.
Because
Can
I'm not going to stop and read either.
Can I peek my head into the left side just to see if there's like any noise coming from that side?
Okay, go ahead and make a perception check.
Oh dear lord.
Go ahead and make an initiative.
13.
13. Again, I don't really hear any sound. It's still, like, you still can't hear footsteps.
Okay, then I'll just go join the group, just kind of wanting to make sure something wasn't like immediately running at us from that side.
Okay. So, Franz, you said you're out front. You're up at another junction point.
Yeah. Just inside there so I can kind of look around and see if anything's coming towards us.
Okay. Which way do you want to go, left or right?
I'm just going to stand right where you have me.
Okay.
Let them investigate the room or look at the books or whatever that is. And just make sure nothing comes at us from this area.
Oh.
Do we notice anything like interesting about what items are on the bookshelf or the desk?
The bookshelf seems barren. All you see is just that bound book sitting on the desk.
Does it have a title on it we can read, or is it in a language we can't understand?
If you want to take a investigation check, look at the book.
Sure. I am not the person for this.
You're the one who wins.
Yes,
You're the only literate one here.
Yes, and I have a +0 to my investigation.
I have a -1, so you're doing better than I am.
That was a 7, so not much. When I touch the book, does it bite me?
No, you pick up the book, but you can't get it unbound. It looks like the leather flap is sort of molded in one. There's no markings on it, but it seems sealed.
You know what? Just throw it into the bag of holding and we'll figure it out later.
Love
If
it.
anything,
Love it.
I'll hand it to the head librarian. Maybe she can figure it out.
That's actually a really good idea. That way she can get her hand chopped off.
Yeah.
Do you guys want me to keep going forward, or?
Might as well.
Okay. What is that chamber to the lower right, I guess, to Braun's right? Does that look like a room, or does that look like a hallway?
You come across a little cubby entranceway. There's a big old barrel to your right, another bookshelf on your left around the corner. You can see that there's also, it looks like some sort of a cave-in part of the wall. It just looks like landslide rock. And you can see some big stones sort of cut the corner and the hallway path in half. Oops. Up to that cover. Oop.
Okay. I guess I'll continue a little ways into that room, kind of up to that corner, and where that cave is. And yeah, just try to see if it keeps going, or if that's the end of the chamber, or what.
I mean, we could just use the like maze method of just stick to one wall to follow and see where it leads us.
Mm-hmm.
But you follow through around the rocks, and you definitely see some barrels and a chest on the table.
Okay. I think I found some loot. Loot.
Continue following him.
Yeah. Be right behind him.
Yeah. I'll actually kind of go back towards the entryway and watch where we came from, where something might. Yeah, I'll cover the rear now.
All right.
Just because I'm illiterate and they've got the light in the.
Well, she had her shield.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lila's shield.
So you guys can. I mean, there's nothing in there that immediately attacked me, so I'm feeling somewhat secure.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta say though, like, I based on what happened in the caves, the caverns that we just entered in through, like, they already know that we're here.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that, like, we already entered their home, the ghosts. So the fact that we already entered their home and none of them have, like, introduced themselves, it's just kind of rude.
Honestly.
Yeah. I'm a
I
little
don't think
hurt.
they were
Not gonna lie.
kind of waiting for you.
Exactly, and the fact that they haven't introduced themselves yet, like, it's just kind of rude.
Yeah.
Either kill us or talk to us. Just, I want to know which side I land on.
Larry, you said there was
speaking of which, there's loot.
Yeah. You said there was a barrel towards that entryway where we first kind of came into that room.
Yeah.
Kind of a barrel in the corner there and a bookshelf.
Yeah, the bookshelf here. There's two barrels and a chest.
No, the barrel that's like near him, where he's at the back of the group now. I think is what he's talking about.
I'll just go ahead while you guys are investigating the rest of the room. I'll do my part and pry the top off of that barrel. Just take a look at what's inside. Strength check?
Yep.
Shit. Natural 1.
Oh shit.
Everybody
but
gets
but with a +4, so an actual 5.
okay. Group, go ahead and put inspiration down. Everybody gets.
I like this.
Gonna give inspiration to everybody
Okay.
because we got a natural 1.
Oh,
All right.
So far.
It's I was gonna say I think that's the second one so far. I'm going to suggest that I hold the light and I will accompany Soulstar, and maybe he can open the chest and have a better investigation than me.
Thanks for volunteering me. And
I gotta hold the light.
well, I can hold your shield while you.
No.
No. I was looking through my inventory to see if there's anything. I do have like 1,000 ball bearings, so I'm just gonna take like 3, like pinch 3 in my hand and throw them at the chest. and see if it does anything.
I will point out that I have a crowbar and a hammer in my pack. It's just part of my gear, so
They just bounce off the treasure off the chest. Nothing seems to happen. You can hear them, or you can't hear them roll off or anything or make contact, but you see them hit it, and everything just seems to be there.
That's spooky.
You can see, can't hear it, but you saw them hit the thing and bounce off.
All right, Braun, if you want to hand me your crowbar, I'll get right in there and try and pry open this chest.
yeah, I dig it out of my backpack and hand it over. Did I have any luck with that barrel, or was my
4.
five not an?
Yeah, no. You tried to get the top off, but it just splintered, and but it's still sealed.
Shit. Yeah, well, I'll bring Soulstar my crowbar and tell him there's another barrel over there that seems to be difficult to open.
Alrighty.
Before I open it, I want to light up some sage and hand it to Lila to hold while I pry it open. Have at least that extra level of protection there.
That works.
And here's the handful of salt.
Here's something in your eye.
All right, would you like me to make like a strength check, or is it unlocked? I'm so scared.
She's got the sage. Like, go ahead and get the strength check with your using the high bars.
I'm so scared. Why do I keep using Roll20? I'm not going to do that. My computer's so slow that like the die is rolling in such slow motion. I can't handle it.
That's
plus
just the website.
2, so yeah. So a total of 9.
Yeah, no give. Keep on trying it. Just
Yeah,
no give.
Gotta get somebody stronger here to help.
Fine. Take my damn crowbar back.
Someone with more HP to spare.
All right. You have not checked it for locks or a trap. Just to. So
I wasn't gonna touch it with my bare hands.
I'm gonna jiggle the handle and just try to open the damn thing, and if that doesn't work, shove it.
All right, make an investigation check.
10 total.
All right, so yeah, you go to where the bottom of the lip is, the little handle bit. There doesn't seem to be a lock, but just a little button. You push that in. The top opens, and just a vacuum of sound comes back at the forefront. Seems you're like being pulled through a tube, but all of a sudden you can hear your everybody around you, and the sound of sediment falling, and just regular, sound again. Like you move about and you hear it, and it's a shock. And as you do that, you hear a bunch of like little, what sounds like a lot of chatter up above you on the ceilings. And you see a bunch of black spiders crawling all over the ceiling.
They big spiders or little spiders?
Big spiders.
Oh.
Cutie.
Yay.
One drops down behind the group. Another one in the middle of. And another off in the distance.
Yay.
Close it.
I mean, as I slam it shut because that's what he's saying to, do I catch it? Does it look like it was an empty chest or?
It's just a vacuum. There's just black abyss, and you can feel like the pull of the wind as the sound comes rushing back to your body since you're right at the chest. It's just like like if you're going through like a wormhole.
When he shuts the chest, does the sound get muted again, like all around us, or does it stay normal?
It's back to normal, yeah. Where you can hear fine.
Okay. Well, I will. Well, obviously, once we have initiative, we'll just smash some spiders, I guess.
Like you do.
I'm gonna have you guys, roll for initiative, and then we'll stop there. It's almost 8.
Okay. Oh, that's not bad. 13. That's not too bad.
Yeah.
Anyone got above a 13?
No.
He's not close but below.
I got a 12.
Okay. Who's got below that?
I got an 8.
And what did you get, Soulstar?
8 as well.
Alright. You guys can decide who goes first and who goes last.
You got the higher dexterity.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll have the rogue go next. Makes sense.
All right.
Yay, spiders. My favorite.
Just to be clear, this isn't Braun's fault. The spiders didn't come out of the box.
They were technically there all the time. Well,
They were just
that's
waiting for
true.
you to open the box.
Yeah, I think that we would have gotten attacked either way. It's just we noticed them coming at us. No,
I
because
blame Larry for making only 3 dimensions and not the actual ceiling.
Yeah.
Spiders.
There you, Larry.
I know. I'm working on it.
No, this is a really sick battle map, though. I'm digging it.
Cool.
oh, I was curious if this worked on. Actually, hold on. Let me go into my. I'm curious if this works through Zoom because I know it works through Brain. I know this
Got it.
works through Discord, but I wasn't sure if this works through Zoom. Is if I turn this on.
Do I sound demonic to you now?
Oh shit!
Yes.
Hey, a little bit of heads up would have been nice.
I mean, I could also sound very, very annoying as well.
Oh god.
That's cool too. Holy shit!
Yeah, I've got a voice mod on my computer, and I was curious if it actually worked through Zoom because it has a Discord ability, but I can sound like Gladys in Portal.
It's
So.
neat.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's got even like cave echoiness, so you can sound all spooky.
Do you have a favorite?
Probably that one that I did the first one, the Dark Soul is probably my favorite because it weirds people out the most. When we used to play Among Us a bunch, eventually when we got bored with just playing regular Among Us and we would play hide and seek, which like everybody knew who the killer was, but you just couldn't call bodies and you just had to try and get everything done before the killer killed everyone. I would run around with that dark angel voice and being like, I'm coming to get you. Scare the shit out of everybody. It's a lot of fun.
Some big Evil Dead vibes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oodles and oodles of fun.
I'll swallow your soul. I'll swallow your soul.
Okay, I need to open OBS. Where did OBS
So
go?
lineup is going to be Lila, Fimble, Soul, and then Braun.
Okay, I think
Where
I
are the
wrote that
spiders
down.
at in the lineup?
We don't know.
Somewhere in there.
Where?
I got a roll for them, but yeah.
Don't worry, I got a secret weapon as I tap my pocket of salt.
I'm so glad we got all of that ghost hunting gear to fight these giant spiders.
Right? Let me get it.
Hey, welcome back. Things are getting a little interesting in that little crypt there. But for now, I would just like, if you made it to the end, please like, subscribe, comment, follow, hit up any of our socials. We've got Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Mastadon. We're all there. Just, I think it's going to be over here, or it's up over here. Either way, check out our socials. Please like, comment, subscribe, share. Helps us find an audience. It's greatly appreciated. The live sessions on Sundays, every other Sunday. Time of recording, we've got another session coming up on February 12th, 5 to 8 p.m. PST. And you can find our backlog sessions on YouTube. We're slowly catching up to where we are in our live streams, but we also have music and multi-camera editing for our YouTube videos. That's something you don't get on the live streams on Twitch. But again, just having a few people view this is still worth it in the end run. Thanks again, and we hope to catch you in the next session. Love and respect.